Hi, this is Joseph with Conscious Collective, and in this video I'm going to talk about the 3 stages of meditation practice. So there are many different approaches to meditation practice, and not all of them are the same. There are some that are very similar, some that are very different, but in a traditional context, meditation was often practiced in stages. In Buddhism, for example, there are 2 primary stages of meditation practice, and in some of the more esoteric forms of Buddhism and some of the yogic practices, there is a 3rd stage to meditation practice that adds on to these first 2. So the first stage of meditation practice is the stage of calming the mind, and this is typically done with the practice of shamatha meditation, also known as concentration meditation, in which the meditator, the practitioner, picks one object to focus their attention on. And this can really be any object, a mantra, the breath, a little pebble that you place in front of you. But whatever it is, you pick this one object and you focus your attention on it. And the goal or the objective of the practice is really to just remain with this one object of focus. And when your mind wanders, as it inevitably will, you try to notice as soon as you can that the mind has wandered, and then kindly bring your attention back to the object of your focus. And in this way, you're training your attention to calm down and to just remain with the one object that you're focused on. So the reason this is the foundational stage of meditation practice is because for most of us, when we approach a meditation practice, especially as beginners, our mind is racing, our mind is restless. We have this sense within us that we always need to be doing something, that we always need to be productive or figuring something out or looking ahead to the next moment and the next thing that we're doing. And so shamatha meditation practice is really all about stopping. It's about stopping this restless, moving energy and calming down, staying with just one object of focus and training ourselves to really just remain here in the present moment with the object of our concentration. And once we're able to do that through practice, through daily practice, when we have cultivated our attention enough to where we have stability, where we have calmness of mind, where we have the ability to concentrate on a single thing without being constantly distracted by thoughts, when we've reached that point of the practice, then we can evolve to the next stage of practice, which is traditionally called Vipassana. So Vipassana is also another practice that has many different approaches to it, depending on the Buddhist tradition that is practicing it, but Vipassana itself is a Pali word that translates to seeing things as they are. It's also often translated as insight. And the idea with Vipassana practice is that once we have calmed our minds through shamatha or concentration, we're then able to look deeply into different aspects of our experience, which in the Buddhist context is based on the Satipatthana Sutta, in which the Buddha taught the 4 foundations of mindfulness, which are the body, our feelings, our mind and mental states, and our perceptions of the phenomena that we experience. So in Vipassana practice, practitioners are looking deeply into these different aspects of our experience, and in doing so, are able to gain deeper insights, deeper understanding, and deeper, or rather more clear perceptions of the way that things actually are. And different Vipassana traditions or different traditions of Buddhism that practice Vipassana will emphasize different foundations often. Some will emphasize practices of looking deeply into the nature of the body, observing and scanning the body sensations. Some will focus more on observing the mind and the mental thoughts and patterns that flow through the mind. But overall, Vipassana practice as a whole is about looking deeply into different aspects of our experience to gain insight and understanding. So that is the second stage of meditation practice. And in a traditional Buddhist context, those are the only 2. There is calming the mind, focusing on a single object, and then looking deeply into different objects to essentially gain realizations. But the third stage of meditation practice, which is a bit more advanced or esoteric and is practiced in some schools of Buddhism and many different yoga traditions, is the practice or the study of self-realization. So in the first two stages of meditation practice, we are focused on objects outside of ourselves. We're focused on an object such as the breath or mantra. We're focused on the body sensations, on the emotions that we feel, on the thoughts moving through our minds, on our perceptions of the phenomena in the world around us. But in this third stage of meditation practice, rather than focusing awareness on some object of meditation, we turn our attention inward and start to question, what is this awareness? What is this awareness that is focusing on these different aspects of our being? So rather than focusing on an object, we are contemplating the nature of the subject, of the one who is meditating. And in doing so, in exploring and inquiring into the nature of this consciousness, this perceiving subjective awareness, we come to a deeper understanding of the very nature of who and what we are. And when we experience our true nature, when we have a deep realization of the truth of who we are, we have this experience of awakening, of enlightenment, of self-realization. And this is the third and final stage of meditation practice. It is waking up to the truth of who you are. And one could say that there is yet another stage of meditation practice that is actually beyond the scope of just formal intentional practice, and this is bringing meditation to daily life. It's bringing every experience that we have into our meditation practice and essentially living our lives in a meditative way, so that no matter what we're doing, we're treating it as a meditation. We are washing dishes in a meditative manner. We are taking out the garbage in a meditative manner. We are having conversations with our loved ones in a meditative manner, which is essentially just practicing with presence, with awareness. And that is the common thread through all meditation practice, is that we are cultivating our awareness of the present moment. And when we do this, when we are deeply attentive to the present moment, essentially we become the present moment. This sense of self, the sense of me or I, dissolves, and all there is this experience of deep presence of the unity of life in the present moment. And that is what meditation helps us to realize, helps us awaken to, helps us accomplish. And in a traditional context, it helps us do that through these stages of meditation practice. And it's important not to make meditation a goal-oriented activity. So it's important to be careful of trying to rush to accomplish these different stages of practice. That's not how meditation practice really works. In other areas of our lives, we can have goals and chase after those goals, but in meditation, if we have this goal-seeking mind, we're not really going to be present to the experience that we're having. And so meditation is not so much about getting to a certain state of consciousness as it is about being present to whatever state of consciousness we're experiencing. So everything can be held within this presence, within this present moment awareness. And that is really the gift that meditation offers to us, is it helps us awaken this present moment awareness that has the space, has the capacity to hold any experience, any situation or circumstance that we experience. So we're not overwhelmed, we're not stressed, we're not anxious or suffering because of our thoughts, our feelings, our moods, or sensations. We're able to witness them, to observe them, and to hold them within this space of our compassionate, equanimous, balanced awareness. So if you would like to learn more about meditation or how to have your own meditation practice, how to start your meditation practice, then I've created a course called How to Meditate. It's a short introductory course that goes over these 3 stages of meditation practice in more depth and offers meditation, guided meditation practices and lessons in each stage of the practice, with the essential goal of helping you start and master your meditation practice. So you can find more information about that in the link below this video or in the caption below this video. I hope that you found this video helpful. And if you'd like to receive more videos like this, then please click the subscribe button. And I'll be creating a lot more videos on mindfulness, on meditation, and also please do leave a question in the comments if you have one. I'm happy to make more videos that are addressing certain questions as well. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope that it's able to support you in your journey of awakening and living a mindful and meaningful life.